Hello everybody, today in this video, I'll be discussing my thoughts on Titan located at Six Flags Over Texas in Arlington, Texas. Before I get into it though, yes, I did change my logo. My old logo was just a starter logo and I knew I'd have to update it at some point, and I thought now would be a good time, especially now that I'm growing. So I hope you guys like it. Tell me down in the comments whether or not you like it or not. And also, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. I post content just like this about every couple of days. I don't really have a video schedule. But with that out of the way, let's just get right into the review. Titan has a height of 245 feet, a drop of 255 feet, a speed of 85 miles an hour, and a max track length of 5,312 feet. These stats are very, very impressive. 85 miles an hour? That's like very fast, guys. The fastest coaster I had been on before that was Canobie at 76. Titan is a whole 10 miles an hour faster, or 9, I guess. That is pretty fast. And also, it's pretty tall. It's like 50 feet away from being a giga. Alright, let's stop looking at the stats. Let's actually look at the color scheme. Because, honestly, it's not the best. Orange track. I like the orange track. The orange track looks cool. But, like, the really weird green supports, it's like sea green. It's like a really kind of disgusting kind of green. I see what they were going for, but at the same time, I don't know about it. Next, we can talk about the trains. So the trains are actually very comfortable. So this is a B&M style track, but they're not B&M trains. It's, this was built by Giovanola. And this was actually their last coaster they created. And I'm honestly kind of sad that this was the last one they created. Because if they made this, they probably could have gone on to make some incredible creations. So the restraints are actually pretty good. I like these restraints. So it's a lap bar. It's like a U-bar. And it doesn't come down far at all. It was like 2 inches off my body. I'm not even kidding. You know how when you get on a roller coaster, you try to give yourself a little bit of airtime room? I didn't even have to do that. I just pulled it down all the way and boom, I have plenty of airtime room. The restraints are very comfortable and they give for a lot of airtime. Now let's start off with the ride experience. So you'll take a right out of the station and go up the 245 foot tall lift hill. Once you reach the top, you'll go down a very shallow drop. At least for a hypercoaster, it's shallow. Now, a lot of people complain about this drop, and yes, I get it. I do wish it was steeper, but I don't mind it, because it still feels like a drop, and in my opinion, that's all that matters. As long as it feels like a drop and it gets the ride going, I don't care. Now, I did sit in the back row, so I did get a little bit of whip over the drop, but there wasn't any airtime. At the bottom of this drop, you go into a tunnel and you come up into the turnaround. Now this turnaround is pretty forgettable, yes. It is, I'm gonna say it. It is more forceless than Canobie. Yep, I said it. Crazy, right? Yeah, there are no laterals, no positives, no negatives at all on this thing. It just does what it's supposed to do and turns you around. After this, you go into a drop and you go into an airtime hill. And no matter what people say, I don't care. This actually gives really good floater. And when I mean floater, I mean very good floater. Remember when I said the lap bar was like 2 inches off my lap? Yeah, imagine that airtime. So after this, you go into what I consider the best part of the ride, the double helix. Oh my gosh, this helix is intense. You start going into it and immediately you start graying out. And this was actually the first time I ever grayed out on a roller coaster, was this helix right here. It was amazing. And I was grayed out for probably like a very sustained gray out. It was pretty good. So the positive G's are very sustained. And after this probably comes the worst part of the ride, in air quotes, the mid-course brake run. People complain about this. Yes, again, I get it. It is a buzzkill, but at the same time, it is very, very necessary, because after that gray out, you need some sort of a break. So I actually didn't mind that the mid-course was there, but I will say this is a very, I don't know how to describe it. The brakes do work, I will say that. I almost hit the seat in front of me. The brakes were so hard, I'll say that. Yeah, so the brakes were very, very forceful, I guess like you could say. But anyways, after this, you take like a little S-curve, S-spin out of the brake run, and you go into the second double helix. This isn't as intense, but you still gray out on it. It's more gradual positive G's than like instantaneous positive G's, like that. After this, you go into another turn, and then to more turns, and you go into the brake run. So as your typical hypercoaster goes, this is definitely a unique ride. But do I love it? Heck yeah! Oh my gosh. If you haven't ridden this yet, you have to. This ride is insane. It is intense, and I love it. People crap on this ride, and I have no idea why. Whether it's the brake run, whether it's the drop, whether it's the no air time. I don't care if there's no air time. That's like saying I-305 is a bad ride because there's no air time. But people still praise it anyways. Okay, so think about it this way. Titan is the hyper equivalent of I-305. That's basically what Titan is, and I love it. This ride is awesome. So, what do I rate this ride? Ooh, this is actually going to be a tough one. Because the drop is good. I wish it could be better. Like, yes, I definitely wish it was steeper. But with those restraints, I don't think the drop can be any steeper. So, the mid-course kind of was, Well, I'm going to say it, guys. I don't care. Titan, in my opinion, 10 out of 10. I don't care. It is a perfect ride. I would change nothing about it. The drop is fine. The mid-course is fine. I don't care. It is a good ride. You can hate me down in the comments below all you want. Just kidding. Don't do that. I love this ride. Now, yes, it is ranked the lowest out of all the hypers I've ridden because of the lack of airtime, but that does not mean this ride sucks at all. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you all for watching this video. Again, if you're new here and you like what I post, consider subscribing. Drop a like down in the video and comment down below your thoughts on Titan, or if you've not ridden it yet, tell me whether or not you'd want to. But with that out of the way, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you all later. Bye.